All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
3 down, 3 down. Motion man. Watch 12. Switch.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, baby, my bets are off.
honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years blessed.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Left. Round 80. Spons. No. General West. Check. Hey, Rocket. Left.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red, 0. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set, right front 80.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Sit.
12.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 79.
They'll run with Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
390. Room.
Go.
Q.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Here's Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
We're scoreless after one.
Check, 55 to Mike. Defense wins championship, baby. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. It's run, fellas, it's run.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. This is Bell. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They're savored a little bit, but I run right back out.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Play after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Go!
On first down, it's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On second down, a run with Breida. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the twist. You go tight. You lady. You got tight right there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Elliott, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
180, round 80. Switch. Load it. I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seven's and Mike. Load it. Let's set a tone. Mike 7.
On second down, Rivers again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Check.
On first down, it's Bell. That good for 22 and a first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Out there, defense.
Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
We're going to work.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip shot, Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 30, past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 73 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trace McSorley scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Hey, 79! 79! Watch the whip. 61, matchbox lights. So nice number 1, nice number 1.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second and 11 now. Rivers, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what his man or zone. Deep ball.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 50.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense can look tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give coming right is Breida. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch it, get the ball. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Ready?
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it.
They'll come out in the pistol. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rivers again. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going up top. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. He's coming. Double up.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. On your team.
Rivers on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think
Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
He's getting some penetration. Chase 3. 218, chopper. He's checking crack. Motion, bump, bump.
They run it with Breida. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
it does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. 53 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Working out of the gun, Rivers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Rivers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Alpha!
Now Rivers on 4th down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Hey, Delta!
A first down throw here for Rivers. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 3, check 12.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Check 4. Kill. Shit.
Now it's Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build on the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Their confidence is...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. To try again after the sack. Rivers, and that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Select the team! Come, go! Room! Check 37! Hey, ready! Get on!
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling